Okay, there we go. Okay, that'll do. I think I can't zoom in any closer, can I? I tried. Nope, because I don't know. There's some weird settings on this camera that doesn't let me. I used to be able to zoom in a lot more, but then like the software stopped working or something. Like I don't know, just lose support or something. I don't know. Something happened. It doesn't work anymore, and I haven't been able to replicate it. So I'm kind of zoomed out, and I want to be zoomed in, right? But oh well. Never mind. There we go. Let's get this stream started, shall we? Session 16 of my all medals run. So, we have a penguin one right now, and really we're just kind of doing things before the final area, sort of. We did kind of enter it just so we could learn some techniques. Right now, I am open to anything in terms of Digivolution, so we're just going to throw some stats in and see what it gets us, because, you know, we've still got quite a few Digivolutions to get through, right? But something I don't want to forget, hello Footloose, is I don't know if we've done a rookie tournament yet, and I figured since I've got a rookie, I'll enter him. Well, I don't know if I want to enter him right now, but like, we'll see. Yeah, Machine Digimon versus. Let me turn the camera a little bit. Maybe some exciting stuff, but I bought some things. I haven't had time to set them up. They came today. All I will say is, if I manage to get it to work, I'll let you know what it is. But if I don't, then I'll never speak of it ever again. Yeah. So what do we have? Oh, this is all you can learn. You can't learn Ice Statue, unfortunately. You know what? You might be able to do a rookie with a champion, to be honest. Sure, this is all I got right now. I can learn like Water Blitz and such. Let's see. Because he's just Digivolved, so I've got like 3 or 4 days. Hang on. It's day 26. Okay. So this is day 27. That'll be tomorrow. Would that be enough? Let's find out. Would that be enough? I don't know. We'll find out. Slap him to death. Eh, you could try. Bitch. Bitch. A bitch up the backside of your head. Let's see. Yeah. Obviously there's still stuff we can do. But right now, what I tend to do here is I kind of try to just focus on getting the Digivolutions. We've still got fishing to do. Exciting. Still got Digimon curling to do. Exciting. We're nearly done with all the recruitments. That one's the most enjoyable part, I suppose, of the game, really. And the battling, and naturally, right? The rest of the recruitments are pretty much end game. So we still got to go find Nanimon. He's one of them. So that is an option. But right now, we want to just boost them up a bit. And we need to get through, I think, every type of tournament. At least once, if I remember correctly. So, like, I think D, C, B, A, S. And then we have to do, like, the version cups and the type cups, if I remember correctly. So. And we will over time, but I figured I should actually probably try. As well with the fishing. When I do the fishing, I can fish, and then I can give that to Penguinmon. Not my Penguinmon, the other Penguinmon, and then we can do the Digimon curling for that. But again, this is stuff I can kind of do anytime, right? So don't be surprised if that might end up being post game, but we'll see. But I can do that anytime, you know. Right, well, first off, we need to get HP and MP up a bit. Let's try our luck. That Sonic Frontiers up in this. Just try our luck. Oh. Okay. Speaking of Sonic Frontiers, because of course I've got to bring Sonic into this as always. Well, let's say. Any conversations are welcome. Well, they're welcome as long as people are respectful about the conversation. I mean, if you talk about football, you can talk about football. The problem is I won't have anything to say, but you can talk about it. I'll just be like, have fun. It's like whenever Footloose or like Bullet talk about, they talk about wrestling or something, or VGS talk about wrestling or something like that. I'm just like, I'll let you guys just talk amongst yourselves because I don't know anything about that. But you know, but yeah. Speaking of Frontiers, I think I've learned that I'm the only one who isn't the biggest fan of the soundtrack of Frontiers. Overall, there are some tracks that are okay, but a lot of it for me, I don't know. I don't know if I could really say that the music is bad. It's just, I guess it's just not my type of music. I don't know. Like like when you do the supersonic boss fights in that game, right? You have kind of like what I guess you could kind of class as the equivalent to Crush 40, but it's not Crush 40, right? Don't sound like Crush 40, but it's your sort of like heavy rock, you know. Get the metal guitar going on, you know. And, yeah. Right? And usually, you'd be kind of hyped for that type of music. I wasn't really. There's like maybe one that's okay, but I'll be honest, the music just wasn't doing it for me. But it doesn't matter because I wasn't really paying too much attention to the music. I was just invested in the supersonic fight. But I look around and a lot of people are praising the music, and I'm like, man, I think I'm actually the only one who's just overall wasn't a big fan. Is it similar to Forces? Some of the music is. I would say like the cyberspace, some of the cyberspace stuff feel very Forces-ish. I couldn't tell you if it's the same person. I only know that there is a lady. I think a Japanese lady who worked on the soundtrack. I think she might be leading it. The only reason why I know that is because whenever someone praises her on Twitter about amazing music or contribution to the music in Sonic Forces, she tends to reply with, "Oh, thank you," and you know, we appreciate it. You like the music, and we're releasing an OST soon. And I'm just sitting there feeling like I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be that dude who's like, yeah, I didn't like the music you did. I didn't, but you know, clearly she's appreciative of people who really like the music, and I'm just like, yeah, it's just not for me, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but it's just, you know, I guess it's just not to my taste. I'm sorry, you know, I hate to say it because I feel like Sonic games tend to have, like, usually I would say Sonic games' strong point is a soundtrack. Even if a game is bad, a soundtrack can be pretty good overall, right? But I didn't really like Forces OST at all. I'll say one thing, Footloose. I guess it's better than Forces. Yeah, it is. There's a mixture of music. There's like the Forces kind of music going on there, and then there's like lo-fi music for when you're fishing. You know what? I actually quite like the lo-fi music. It doesn't feel Sonic-like, right? You know what? That's what I'll say. For me, the music doesn't feel Sonic-esque. In my opinion, it doesn't feel Sonic-esque. Some people would disagree with that. I mean, again, you got like the Forces kind of music going on there. And then you have like the lo-fi music, and I don't really tend to think of much like lo-fi when it comes to Sonic. Again, I don't have a problem with lo-fi. I like lo-fi. I listen to lo-fi when I want to chill sometimes. Not like super often, but every now and again I will. But like, I need to train a bit more, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. But You know. My MP is low. Will that accommodate for that, I wonder? Don't know. I'm just gonna do this real quick. You could sit there and be like, well, how hard could it be? But I mean, I could still easily struggle here. We'll see how we go. I don't know. I could lose here. If I lose, it's fine. I probably can do it with a champion, probably. I'm not sure, but I think you can. It would be an absolute curb stomp. To be honest, I might have already done this, but I don't remember, so we're doing it again. Screw it. Screw it. But honestly, these days, whenever I play Digimon mod, I don't actually battle with my rookie. I used to, but I don't really see much point. I feel like you should just focus on getting to champion, in my opinion, and then you can start battling. That's just my opinion, but at least rookies can hold their own a little bit, right? No, I meant to go in. Sorry, I didn't get even to talk to you, do I? Yeah, like I actually like the lo-fi music when fishing. I actually thought it was quite chilled and calming. But I was thinking, this doesn't feel very Sonic-esque. If you know what I mean? Like, some of the music is fine, but to me, I just don't get Sonic out of it. Especially not the lo-fi music, even if I like it, right? Like, some of the overworld music is very peaceful, and I like it. And I sort of think, is this? Do I get Sonic vibes from this? Again, it's different. I'll say that it's different. It feels different until you get to like the cyberspace levels, and then I'm sort of reminded of Forces. The cyberspace levels just remind me of Forces, and that's not a good thing. Not for me anyway. So I don't know. I'm not. The OST is okay. Right, it's okay. That's the best way to describe it. I don't love it. Like some people are like, oh, I keep going back and listen to the soundtrack, and I'm like, I don't. Like, I'll listen to it in game, and that's it. I don't know. I don't want to be mean. It's just being. Yeah. See, that perfume move, right? That perfume move takes up like 218 MP. And I only have like 1,000 MP or whatever. Can I actually not do anything? Uh-oh. What was that about saying I was gonna win? What was that? What were you gonna say about I was gonna win Footloose? I don't think I'm winning, mate. Oh, okay. I can't happy slap. I'm just slow. I can't happy. Well, I can't anymore. Yeah, it's the MP. I knew I shouldn't have given. I should have just took the perfume off. I shouldn't have given that. That was a bad idea. Yeah, this is over. Oh, well, we're going to see it through. I'm not going to reset. You'd be surprised. This is actually, honestly, running out of MP is a common reason why I lose in these tournaments. I never have enough MP. So I try to give myself more MP because moves just take up a lot, man. And especially when you use it more often. Yeah, no, Gaburumon, honestly, just finish me off, Gaburumon. I'm gonna lose here anyway. Just do it. Let's not waste any time. There we go, thank you. I'm just gonna take the L. No, don't even have this round. Don't even have this round. No. No, we weren't prepared. We weren't prepared. We weren't prepared. I tell you what, though, we will be the next day. I actually got something for participating, which is funny. If we keep training, we should be. Yeah. Shut up. I didn't mean to talk to you again. If we keep training, he says, hopefully we should be alright. Maybe I should just take off the perfume. It's good because it stuns, but it takes like too much MP. Yeah, sorry. You're just gonna have to have 2 moves. There you go. That's good enough for now. And if we don't do it, I'll come back to it. I wish there was. I mean, it's an old PS1 game, but sometimes I do wish that there was an indicator to know that I've done like this type of tournament before. But this is where a remake would come in. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But I think I've been spoilt with modern gaming where there's lots of like markers and such. But even games where they require you to like collect things, some of them don't even have like proper checkpoints where they're like, you've ticked this off, ticked this off, you ticked this off. Sometimes they don't do that, right? Well, like in God of War, I think there's like this recipe. You got to collect these ingredients or something, or collect these flowers, or some type of flowers. I don't know what's a recipe, but yeah, collect these flowers or something. And usually, once you start a quest, there's usually a little indicator, which makes it really easy. It's like, hey, go find these, and then there'll literally be a side quest indicator being like one of the items you're looking for is like at the bottom of the map, so you don't have to run around exploring, thinking like, where is this ingredient? Like, you know, let's say for example, Midgard is, you know, where Kratos and Atreus live in God of War, in both games, right? And let's just say there's a flower you need to find in Midgard. Well, usually there'd be like a little icon, and it'd be like, here's the flower, somewhere on the map, and I go to it. So then I don't have to faff around the entirety of Midgard trying to figure out where this flower could be, because the only thing I've got to go by is that there's a flower in Midgard I need to find. But where is it? Where should I look? I have to look everywhere? Well, in this case, yes. In most of the quests, there would usually be an indicator in God of War Ragnarok, specifically. And it would be like, go here, and that's where it is. And I'd be like, oh, I don't have to go all the way around, starting from here to here to here to here to here, because the quest was very vague as to where to find this item. It was just in this realm. But in this case, you know, I'll go to wherever I need to go, to like the area or the realm, but there's no indication of where it is. So then I have to go and scour around hoping to find it, and I hate that. I know other gamers do that as well. I hate it because if you've explored if you've explored everywhere already, right? And then let's say later on another like a side quest happens, and they're like, "Oh hey, you need to go back to this area because you didn't activate this side quest yet. So now you got to go find this thing." But I already explored everywhere, so now I got to go and explore everywhere again because I don't know where the fuck this thing is. I hate that about game and some like games and that. I don't even just talking modern games. This is something that happens in like RPGs and such. Even like PS2 era RPGs and stuff. I hate that. Because it's like, I don't want to backtrack to an area I've already been to. You know? And I could be like wasting like an hour or two trying to find something where they could have just been like, oh, it's over here. Or the quest could have given me a little bit of a hint where they're like, oh, apparently it's around an area with between two big statues or something, so I have to figure out like, oh, where is an area with big statues? Give me something to work with so I don't run around like headless chicken for like 2 or 3 hours. Don't waste my time. But sometimes there are quests in video games where they waste your time, and I hate it. I hate it. It's not so bad if you've got places to explore while you do the quest, because at least then you can look around and be like, okay, let's see what we can do, yada yada yada, you know. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can like cross some things off. But when you don't, it's just kind of like, ugh. What do I do? Where do I go? You know. Absolutely hate that. How did I even get into this conversation? I don't remember. I don't know. I was talking about Frontiers music in 1 minute, and then I was talking about side quests. I don't know. I talk a lot of shit. It happens. The Game Awards are happening this week. And, yeah. Who's ready to who's ready to potentially probably stay up and be disappointed? This guy. It's another late one, so I will try to stream it. I will try to stream it. It is, if I'm correct, it is past midnight for us in the UK. It's 12:30. Yeah, Jeff Keighley's keeping us up at night. Obviously not the case for America and such, but for us in the UK and anyone who's ahead of us, I feel like Australia might be ahead of us. If you want to watch it live, you don't have to watch it live, but that's kind of the experience, right? I honestly, Footloose, I said that. I said it would be absolutely hilarious if Stray won. People are even saying, like, why is Stray even here? And I don't think I don't know if people mean it in a bad way, but I think people are like, was this game really that crazy good that it like 100% deserves like a place as game of like bro, not even Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, Horizon Zero Dawn's been on other things, but not on Game of the Year. Horizon, not Zero Dawn, sorry, West, Forbidden West, that's the sequel, right? I think West is the sequel. That got snubbed by Stray, an indie game of all things. And I said this before. All I can say is, damn. I guess the power of cats is too powerful, and I mean, that's a celebration for the indie team that made Stray, because it's like, shit, we made this game this year, first project, don't think I've even heard of this company. People loved it because cats, and apparently they loved it so much that they got nominated for potentially Game of the Year. Like, Game of the Year. I've never played it, but I can't imagine it doing anything so crazy that it would get Game of the Year for me, unless like it was some sort of joke. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I look at a game with a cat and I'm like, okay, you're just going around being a cat, which in hindsight sounds like it could be neat, but is that really, like, am I going to go crazy over it? Am I going to be like, oh my god, look at me, walk around as a cat, Game of the Year? I don't think so. Even if I played it, I'm pretty sure I'd feel the same way. Well, we're going to try again. I tell you what, we can keep trying until he digivolves. So there's that. Why not, right? Is a, you know, just make your animal games. Well, you say that. That's not always the case. Doesn't always work that way. But with cats, you can't go wrong, I suppose. I guess you just can't go wrong. Which makes you wonder why this hasn't been done before. Unless it has, and it just didn't take off, I don't know. But it makes you wonder, doesn't it? It makes you wonder. Right, I've took the perfume thing off. My stats are a little bit better because we don't actually get that much time in between the tournament and such. Because when you leave, it's like afternoon, so some hours have passed. You've been in the tournament for a few hours. Even if you lost immediately. You probably had to stand there and wait for the rest of the contendants. No, I don't know why I keep talking to you. I just need to go in. I know. I'm sorry. D for disappointment. Yeah, that's my GCSEs right there. Disappointment. But realistically, I always say this. I want the Game Awards to be good. If we ever get to a point where people, like, because some people don't like E3, some people do. A lot of people like E3 because of the big announcements, and I'm exactly the same. That's when people come together because they're like, okay, this is the big one, right? We're gonna get the big fucking announcements, right? Surely, right? And you know, I want Game Awards to to be that, even though I know it's about the awards. But let's be honest, we're all here for the big announcements. You know, I don't really know what I'd want though, if you know what I mean. Realistically, because obviously I could say I want Croc Resident of the Gobos remake, but I don't even know. We don't even know who owns Croc Resident of the Gobos, right? And who would be willing to actually make a remake. So the likeliness of that happening is low, because it's just like, eh. You know, I'd want Rayman to come back, but clearly Ubisoft don't really care. You know, I would want Onimusha to come back, but Capcom doesn't care. Realistically, I'm not going to get that. You know what I mean? I'd like those stuff, but I'm not going to get it. I'd want Sly to come back, but Sucker Punch said they're not planning on working on Sly, at least not right now or not in the near future. So, rip Sly. Like, things I want are kind of just died off for the most part, except for Sonic. He lives. He continues to live. You know, like, I would hope for a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer, but I don't think we'll get it. I really don't. We might do, but I don't think so. I think it's too soon for that. I think it will have to be like maybe E3 next year if it happens, or Summer Games Fest or whatever, whatever they decide to do. It'll be next year, I think. Unlikely, but maybe a Bayonetta 3 DLC, probably not, but I'll probably give my predictions on the day as we start. But you know, this Thursday, so a couple of days from now, I'm just gonna have to be really quiet. It's gonna be late night streams with Jay because you know my reactions will always be silent. And I'm out of MP again. We don't get enough Resident Evil. I can't tell you if you're serious or not, Footloose. Come on, get out of here. Yeah, we definitely don't. You might get more Resident Evil 4. Another trailer or something. Get out of here with that. Yeah, Onimusha is the failed Resident Evil. It clearly doesn't do very well. It's funny because someone really tried to justify Onimusha doing really well, and I was like, I want Onimusha to do really well because I'm more interested in that than I'm not interested in Resident Evil personally myself. But it's clear to me which franchise is more popular, and it's Resident Evil. You're telling me Onimusha is like really popular, and I'm like, compared to what exactly? I love the franchise, but even you can just see it. If Onimusha was this damn popular, then why haven't like Capcom like tried to reboot the series, or you know, give us an Onimusha 5 or 6 or whatever the fuck? Why? Because it just doesn't sell like Resident Evil. It doesn't make money like Resident Evil. It doesn't. Same thing I said about Bayonetta. I wish Bayonetta would do better than it does. Man, MP is killing me again. You know what it is? It's the moves I've got are just MP draining. But I've got nothing else to work with. Put it this way, it's either I just use Poison Claw, I either just use Bitch Slap or nothing else. So I guess maybe I'll have to just use Bitch Slap from now on, I guess. Nothing else, just Bitch Slap all day. Clock Tower, man. Oh, we're struggling. We're struggling. I'll keep trying though. I'll keep trying. This is the furthest we've ever gotten, so I'll give them that. It doesn't help that you don't get to heal between matches, but your opponent always starts with full stats. Yeah, we're dead. Betamon's got us. It's over. It's over. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Damn. Struggle. The struggle. I need moves that don't sap my MP as much. It's unfortunate. We almost did it. Oh well. We shall try again the next day until he digivolves. That's fine. We tried. Because he will probably digivolve soon, honestly. Yeah, I'll give you a much. You don't necessarily need to keep eating sirloins. I'm glad. Ready to get your ass kicked again? You betcha. I'm ready for an ass whooping. Poor old Penguin. He tried. That's a weird sounding yawn. And you know why? Because usually the Digimon make that sound when I want to go for a shit. So why did he make that sound for a yawn? That's so weird. This game is weird sometimes with its sounds and stuff. I tell you what I would really like. For Activision to get off their ass, stop being a shitty company, and give us Spyro. Like, Spyro got that Reignited trilogy, and that was it. Crash Bandicoot got the Insane trilogy, you got CTR remake, and got a brand new game. And there's rumors of potentially of getting another Crash Bandicoot game, which that might show up at the awards. Actually, that's something that actually might happen. We might get the new Crash Bandicoot. There's rumor that we're getting like another Crash Bash, but it's not Crash Bash. It's like a different type of party game, but it's a party game, maybe potentially. But yeah, like Spyro, like I don't know, maybe Crash is more popular than Spyro. I don't know. It's hard to say, I suppose. But like, I think Spyro deserves a new game. I really do. I think it would sell well. I do. I like Crash 4 sold really well, and I think Spyro the Reignited trilogy sold well. I think it did. I think Spyro deserves it. You know, that's what I feel like it could happen, but there's been no talk or rumor of it, so it would definitely be like a surprise. Like, be like, oh my god, they're actually working on the Spyro game. What the fuck, you know? Whereas the Crash Bandicoot game is actually more realistic because there's been so much talk of it, and even the developers have kind of teased that it seems like they're working on something. We don't know what they're working on, but they're teasing something. We just don't know anything about it yet. Popular family games like that are bound to sell well. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, okay. Oh, by the way, I beat God of War. I should probably say that. Speaking of God of War, I beat it. I beat the main game anyway. That game is big, bro. Like, bigger than 2018 God of War. I am getting shitty luck and that's annoying me. What's going on here? Fuck off. Yeah, whatever. I'm training a bit more. Oh, it's digivolving anyway. So I don't think I'll be able to do the tournament. Is it better? In my opinion, I would say, for me personally, yes. However, as I've said to you before, Footloose, it is... Oh, wait. I didn't know you could digivolve into Garurumon. What? Oh. Huh. Sure, okay. Oh, alright. Huh. I didn't think that was one of Penguinmon's Oh. Sure, I'll take it. I like Garurumon. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. And he has an interesting typing. He has water, ice, fire, and fighting. Because usually you wouldn't think water and fire would go together, but they are. So, also ice statue. What are we gonna go for? Maybe. Yeah, we're just gonna do Spitfire. Have one low MP cost, and then sure, we'll work with that. Hell yeah. There's no Garurumon in this game though, so bad Digimon game. What do you digivolve into then? Not Megadramon, clearly. Maybe one of the small Digimon and something else. I don't know, actually. I'll have to think about that. I actually forgot. You might know one. Go for it. If you think you know. I'm actually not sure now I think about it. No, I don't know. I want to see if I can do that tournament or if it's been cancelled. I want to see. If we can do it, we'll curve stomp this. We'll curve stomp for sure this time. Because we've got a better moveset. I'll take that. I'll take a Garurumon. I like Garurumon. Can't go wrong with Wolf. But yeah, God of War Ragnarok. I really enjoyed it overall. But what I was going to say was that it really does feel like a sequel in every sense of the word. Like it feels like it does feel like you're just playing the PS4 game again, but better overall. Crap. Okay, I don't know how I did that, but one sec. Shit. Oh no, hang on. No, don't do this. No, don't do this, don't do this. Oh, I forgot about that frickin' glitch. Hang on. No. Oh, you're gonna screw me over, aren't you? Okay. Yeah. There's an emulator glitch when it comes to audio. I never had this issue before, but I'm gonna see if I can fix this. Give me a second. It basically just causes the frame rate to just go to shit, as you can see. Come on, please work. Oh. Please work. Have you crashed on me? Okay. Hang on a sec. Continue. Okay. Whew. Alright. Alright. I saved it, so I'm just going to reset the emulator. Yeah, so I accidentally knocked my audio out, and for some reason, when I knock my audio out, when the emulator is live, yeah, it causes that to happen. The frame rate just goes to shit. And it won't fix itself unless I close it and reopen the emulator. I don't know why. I've never had this issue before. It just suddenly started happening. Mega Digimon? Maybe. I guess I can see what you're talking about, like typing, aren't you? Hmm. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Make sure I know what I'm aiming for. One of two. Yeah, I wish Wergurumon was in this, because I like Wergurumon as well. Really, I like the entirety of the Gabumon Digivolution line. Up to Metal Garurumon and such. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. Bit of a weird one, that. Yeah, when it comes to God of War, it really is just the same game, but stories obviously, different. Like, it's continuing from what happened. It addresses basically everything, like all of the talk and the oh my god this and oh my god that, and it goes into all of that in big detail. There's so many areas to go through now, like because I think because you explored a good chunk of Midgard, really, because you are mostly in Midgard. In this game, because of Fimbulwinter, everything's frozen, and you don't explore as much of Midgard this time. But I also think it's so you don't get, I guess, maybe as overwhelmed. But also because, hey, you've already explored a lot of Midgard already, so and you've got all these other realms to explore. Whereas in the first one, you could only explore like two or three realms, right? In this one, you go to everywhere, and there are some big areas. There's big areas. There's way more treasure than there was in the other one. There's way more side quests than the other one. Like there's so much to this game. It's just God of War 2018, but more. Which again, if you didn't like the combat, I don't think this game is going to change for you, because it really is. It's just the same, but you get more moves. You get special, like you get more stun takedowns, like different stun takedowns. You get you can use obstacles. Like you can literally, slight spoiler I suppose for combat. You can grab a tree, a bit of a tree, and smack people with it. Like little fun things like that. You can use the blades to traverse quickly, but you still do a lot of climbing in that game. So, like I say, it's 2018, but more. That's the best way I can describe it. It really does feel like you're just playing it again, but it's just more to it this time, right? And boy got older. Boy got a bit older. And yeah, the story comes to a conclusion. And what I will say is that they've definitely left it in a way where they could do another God of War game. They haven't ended they haven't ended God of War, if that makes sense. It's not one of those things like you think like they're really setting things up to end things, like maybe get rid of Kratos. Not really. So they could, even though Kratos is getting old, right? They could, I guess, do something. I don't know what they would do, but maybe they'll have a spin-off with Boy or something. Maybe a spin-off Boy game. I don't know, but they could. They've kind of left it open. Well, I did register, but I guess you're not letting me register. Can I not do it now? Nah, you ain't letting me do it. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I can't do it now. I'm a champion. Oh, well, I guess I have to do it as a rookie. Another time, then. I was getting my ass kicked. What can I say? I was getting my ass kicked. Perhaps that wasn't the best choice. Perhaps not. Alright, well, now we've got a champion. I guess I better. I'd like to run around as Garurumon, but I also shouldn't miss my chance to, one sec. Or else I shouldn't miss my chance to get an ultimate because that, it goes towards the completion side of things. Because that's basically what this is. This is a full sort of complete run, really. That's what getting all the medals is. I'm doing a completionist run. Yeah, that's the thing. Has Gerard the completionist done Digimon World All Medals? I bet he ain't. Has he done any Digimon game? I actually don't know. I bet he hasn't. Nah, shout outs to him. Oh, you were right, Footloose. One of them. Oh, that's funny. So the other one is Skull Greymon, which is funny because that's Greymon's evolution. But okay, that's just a funny one. That is. That's a weird one. Anyway, Okay, so who do I want? Skull Greymon or Mega Siegmon? Well, you know what? Let me have a look at the stats. Maybe there's one that's more doable than others. You know what? We're going Mega Siegmon because I like Mega Siegmon. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'll see what we can do. Yeah, I've made my decision. Mega Siegmon, because I like Mega Siegmon. Yeah, it is random, isn't it? It's weird. The thing is, Footloose, I wondered if they were planning to put Wagurumon in this game, because there is an item in this game. It's a cheat, but I'm pretty sure it's just an unused item where it says Digivolve to Wagurumon. So I think they had planned, but maybe they ran out of time or something. They didn't do it. I don't know, but why would that item exist? It doesn't do anything, unfortunately. But that item exists, so that says to me that it's possible that they were planning to do it and they just didn't, right? Okay, I think I know what we need to do. So yeah, let's try and get there. It's funny because to go back to the Game Awards real quick. Jeff Keighley always kind of hypes the Game Awards, right? Because that's his baby, and he's doing it. He's doing it again, where he's like, if you could see like the games announcements that I've got here, and I bet it'll just be like some FPS that I just don't give a shit about, right? That doesn't do anything interesting. Like, what was it? There was that, I think it was the not Dead Space game. The Callistero or some shit. All I'm hearing from people that it's just kind of okay. A lot of people are saying like this game is just disappointing. The Callisto or some shit like that. I don't know. I never played Dead Space, so I wouldn't know. But a lot of people were hoping it was going to be good because Dead Space was popular at the time and people really liked that franchise. And I think it was the same creators of Dead Space, and apparently it was just kind of like it was boring, but like wasn't terrible. It was just kind of okay. Didn't do anything crazy from here. So like that game was hyped up for quite a while, and so far I'm just seeing people just basically being like, I'm disappointed. Like they're saying it's not bad, but it's just not what they expected, and yeah, so which is unfortunate, right? But clearly Jeff's is excited because we're getting Sonic Forces 2. Bubsy is coming back. Did you know? He can't contain his excitement for Bubsy. Ubisoft finally remembered that Beyond Good and Evil 2 exists. No, they remembered that they were doing the remake of Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. And it actually looks somewhat good now. Maybe. No? Okay. No, I don't know. I can't help it. Like if if your video game announcements are first person shooters, yeah, you're not gonna catch my interest. This is not for me. Like, I'm sure there's someone out there being like, oh my god, I got all these first person shooters, and good for them. But for me, I'm just like, well, this was a waste of my time, and I could have been asleep right now because you're keeping me up at night. But you know, it is what it is. I like torturing myself in the hopes that I won't get disappointed, that I'll get one announcement, you know. Imagine if they actually shoot Sonic Movie 3 trailer, because they did that for Sonic Movie 2. Imagine. I doubt it, but I doubt they'd do it again twice in a row. I highly doubt it. Plus, it seems to be too soon, considering they said it was 2024. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know yet. That's why I'm gonna think about it, and then before the Game Awards starts, we'll probably have a quick chat, and I'll sort of put down like maybe realistic predictions and then like actual predictions. The only thing I will say is that we'll probably see more Tekken 8, I think, and potentially more Street Fighter 6. That's what I think anyway. And what I do know is apparently the creators of Mortal Kombat are not announcing anything at the Game Awards. And apparently a lot of people are really disappointed because they were hoping there was going to be like a new Mortal Kombat, like Mortal Kombat 12 or some shit, I don't know. So yeah, they basically like, yeah, we've got nothing to announce at the Game Awards. So you can say that Mortal Kombat is not there. Sonic 3 teased with Shadow saying all hail Shadow. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be at the Game Awards, but I mean that would be cool. You know, whenever we get the trailer. You know, it would be cool if they actually just played the All Hail Shadow fucking music, bro. Because I swear the trailers always teases Sonic music, and then the movies never uses Sonic music. And it's like, what are they doing? You can't tell me they couldn't. If Sega gave them the okay to use their essentially their mascot character, why wouldn't they be able to use the music? Or create their own remix renditions. Like, I just don't get it. You have like Green Hills and as a ringtone, and that's it. Like seriously, I was when they didn't use Sonic music in Sonic Movie 2. I was like, what? I was hoping they had learned, but they didn't, and I'm like, it's not gonna be right if they don't have Sonic music for Movie 3. Like, regardless of whether they get Crush 40 in there, it'd be amazing if they got Crush 40 for like, you know, maybe like Supersonic and Supersonic and Super Shadow or some shit. If there's not more Sonic music, actual proper music in there, then I don't know. Like, come on. Like, they should know that Sonic music is a huge thing when it comes to the franchise. A huge thing. Yeah, I don't know. We can only hope, I suppose. We can only hope. Well, I know what won't be at the Game Awards. Smash, because it's finished. No more Smash announcements. Sorry. Sakurai's done. He's still doing. Sakurai's still doing really well on his YouTube channel though. I haven't been keeping up on it, but he's been uploading. And I've watched some of his videos. They're obviously meant to be for like people that want to get into game development, and a lot of people are being very positive about them. Like, they're really like, oh yeah, like this is really helpful and stuff. So even though a lot of it apparently is quite, you know, very very basic early stuff, like you're probably not gonna get super advanced stuff from him because he can't reveal everything, right? Can't reveal all of his secrets. But, yeah. Good for Sakurai. Right? I think he's doing a good thing. I actually do. I think he's going to be helping a lot of people because he inspires a lot of people. He's an inspiration for sure. You know, what he does, what he's achieved. You know, even if you're like a Nintendo, even if you're not really like a Nintendo fan, if you've seen his works and what he can do, you have to like commend the man, right? The man is commendable, like for sure. Like what he's done and stuff. Speaking of Sakura, I really want to play that new 3D Kirby game at some point. Because I feel like I would enjoy it, since, you know, naturally I like 3D platformers, so I think I would. I feel like that would be right up my street. I fucked that up. Big time. Oh my god, what am I doing? The way Garurumon marches out of the toilet. I mean, I just like how you can just put your Digimon to sleep next to a pile of shit that they did when they were a different Digimon. That's the thing. Does the Digimon retain the memories of each Digivolution? So it technically is just the same Digimon, but you know what I mean? It's like they're reincarnated. Did they remember their past life? Their short past life? They survived for like 14 days. And then they reincarnated. You know? Asking the important questions. I mean, I'm just saying, if Digimon World popped up at the Game Awards, I would be like, Here's something I know definitely won't be there, Brave Fence and Musashi, but I would be... Like, even if, like, Square just acknowledged Brave Fence and Musashi, I'd be like... Yes! Yes, 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 yes. I mean, they re-released Klonoa. How much do you want to bet that that'll get forgotten again until they re-release it in 10 years from now? I don't think we'll get a Klonoa 3, I'm sorry to say. I think those games are charming, though. I got to play them, and I do think they're charming little games. They're definitely of that era. They're definitely PS1, PS2 era, right? You can kind of just tell. Not a bad thing, but you can just tell, right? But they're not like super difficult game. They really remind me of like Kirby in that sort of sense. They're very sort of casual. Overall, they're pretty casual platformers, I would say. And again, not a bad thing. Remember the time where I got turned into a Sukamon due to my train neglecting myself? Yeah. Well, I haven't done it here because they don't really want you to make care mistakes, so I'm trying not to do that. Yeah, Klonoa again was one of those franchises series that just kind of slipped by, right? Like I feel like I saw it, but I never tried it, never thought to. I guess it didn't draw me in. I've always said that. It's that, you know, I'll go into a game store when I was younger, and you know, naturally you look at the cover, and if the cover doesn't draw me in, I'm probably just gonna ignore it and move on, sort of thing. Oh, what am I doing? I need to rest. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, well, Klonoa on PS1 now is just like a rare thing, isn't it? It's one of those rare gems now, you know. Do 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 do, and the music. I think the music's alright as well. Do 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 do. Although a lot of people are saying that apparently the PS1 version of Klonoa is the definitive way to play. A lot of people actually don't like the way they've sort of updated the models and such. They actually prefer the PS1 sort of sprite look to it. Which fair, I suppose, you know. It is sort of like a remake, remaster sort of thing, you know. Updated models and such. But you know what's coming out next week? Crisis Core. And we're going to be streaming it. And I'm going to love it. And I'm going to be reminded of how wacky that game it gets with the story and stuff. I'm more looking forward to just like how the combat is going to be improved, because it looks like the combat has been vastly improved, and they've even talked about it. So I just hope it plays good. I really do. Because the original was good, but it also did have a lot of problems, right? Unfortunately, part of the problem I feel like was part of the story, and that's not getting changed. So we're gonna keep that glorious, janky, wacky, sometimes emo, edgy, like all that story's all over the fucking place. And then there's Aerith, and you can't go wrong with Aerith, bless her, you know. Before she went on adventuring, of course, you know, because this is Zack's story, but yeah. And you better believe I'm doing that side quest with Aerith. You better believe I'm doing it. I don't know if I'll do every side quest, but you know. But you know. Boop, boop. And of course, we've got to find out how it ties into Remake. Because it's tying into Remake. Because the developers basically said it's tying into Remake. So, and I'm almost certain they said you need, like, if you get to the end of the game, something will be revealed. I'm pretty sure that's what they said, and I'm just like, what the fuck does that mean? They're saying everything up to the ending. You get like all of Zack's story in the original Crisis Core is there and it's here, but then they said if you get to the end of the game, you like something will be revealed. And I mean, random spoilers for Remake, but I think we all know that Zack's alive in Remake. And he's clearly being shown in the Rebirth trailer. So clearly Zack's going to be used in some shape or form. We don't know what yet. We don't know how. We just know that he's alive somewhere. That's all we know. Or at least, well, some people still think he's dead, but I don't think that's the case. I think he is alive. Some people actually think he's still dead somehow, but spoilers if you haven't played the original FF7 or Crisis Core, but I'm just saying, I don't think there's anyone here, unless there's someone, unless there's someone lurking in the chat, but Footloose, I would be pissed off if it was just like a weird fucking ghost situation. I'd be so freaking pissed if they did that. Like, seriously, I would fucking send the game back. Give me my money back. The fuck are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm begging you, Square. Don't fucking do that. Jesus Christ. It was all just a dream. He was dead all along. That would be terrible. That's why I hate the theory that he's still dead. I'm like, what the fuck are these people talking about? No. What do you mean? Why would they go through all this effort if he was still dead? Wait, what? I don't know. But I am curious, so we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. I mean, who knows? There might be some secrets, but they've kind of implied that there probably won't be, so I forgot what my weight's supposed to be. Let me check. 10 stone. No, not my weight, the Digimon's weight. I do need to lose weight, though. Yes. Garurumon's getting a bit heavy. Let me get some more veggies. Veggies are good. Would you like some? I got plenty of. I mean, look. You know, we got our first medal, which was the max money. So I did like how Garurumon celebrates. He howls and then he backflips. That's some victory. That's some victory animation there. No, I was just trying to think. Like, maybe we'll get a lot of new reveals at the Game Awards, like just new games in general, you know, brand new stuff. Oh, you know what? You know what I would like to see? Which, speaking to someone who doesn't really, like, I'm not like super duper, I don't like follow game development deeply or anything, but what I would like to see, actually, which I feel like could be plausible, is Spider-Man 2. Yeah. We got that teaser that one time, and that was it. I feel like we could potentially get another trailer for that. I think that's realistic. Spider-Man 2 trailer? Venom trailer? Yeah, I think so. We'll see, but I feel like we could get something there. Potentially. I mean, I got Sonic Frontiers DLC. I was gonna say Forces there. God, I got Sonic Frontiers DLC to look forward to, which actually seems quite promising. We'll see, but it looks quite promising, and it's free, so you can't go. I mean, you know, that's a plus. That I don't have to pay any money for it, so that's good. Oh. Your weight went down quite a bit. There you go. Have some beef. Have some sirloin steak. For a growing wolf. Can I say, speaking of wolves, Footloose, slight spoilers. It's very wolf in God of War Ragnarok. I guess you could say it's the equivalent of dog. But it's pretty good. It's pretty great. I really enjoy the whole wolves and such. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I still haven't played. I still haven't played Miles Morales. Right. I sometimes forgot that even came out. The Miles Morales game. I don't know if it's as long as Spider-Man on PS4, but it looks to be more of the same. So I'm sure I'd have a good time if I played it. So that's something I haven't played yet. It's Miles Morales, and I have a PS5 now, so I get it at some point. There's just so many games I wish I could, get. I can't afford to get everything right now. Slowly over time, I'm still looking to upgrade my bloody PC, and it feels like my PC is dying, like even more so, right? So, I want to, oh god. Well, we're going in. We're going in. Oh! Oh! Wow, we got it. We got it. So, okay, there is a poop dial on slot reel, and there's only one, right? There's only one. I don't know what the percentage is, but the likeliness of getting free golden poops is much lower. I've had it happen to me before, but it's much, much lower. If you get it, you get the most boost you can get for a stat. Yeah. Is it worth going for each and every time? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I feel like I have much better luck going for the other stuff, and just an easier time, right? Because there's only one golden poop. But there you go. Holy, holy, holy. The only time poop was actually useful. Like, like, wow. That was unintentional. Like, I didn't mean to click on the poop, but I was like, ah, screw it. I might as well, now that I've gone on it, I might as well try, right? Wow. It's pretty great. What isn't great is that I need to get my brains up. Because if I remember correctly, one of the requirements is to get my brains up. So I need to do that. Let me just check to remind myself, because I have it open. Yeah. Yeah, I actually don't have to worry about the HP right now. Yeah, I just need to get defense. I need to get defense and brains up, and brains is unfortunately kind of lacking. Brains, 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 fresh brains. Shoutouts to anyone who gets that reference. Spit in his eyes. That was a weird part of the game. That was a weird part of the game, let me tell you. It was actually quite creepy as well. And they were like, the dudes were like invincible, man. The tunnels are crawling with Canarin. And those guys are invincible. I mean, it was a fun area. Well, I mean, it was like in terms of what happened. To be honest, I didn't like it because I got quite annoyed dealing with the Canarians. I'm not gonna lie. Like navigating the place and avoiding them was a bit of a pain, but yeah, you know, well. But yeah, but it was like entertaining when it was entertaining. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't talk about Rayman 3. A lot of people, to me, it feels like a lot of people are like, Rayman 2 is just the definitive game. Which, I do agree, I do think Rayman 2 is the better game, but I don't think Rayman 3 is bad. Its tone is different and such, right? Rayman 2's tone is a lot more serious. Rayman 3 goes for a more comedic approach. Maybe that's where they went wrong. Maybe that's why maybe that's why Rayman got sold out for the rabbits. So like, you know what? We're just going to drop Rayman altogether, and we'll just create these comedic rabbits. 5 out of 10. Ooh. Oh, you hurt me, Footloose. That's actually quite. I think that's quite harsh. Actually, that's. Ooh, rough. That's rough, my dude. I'd give it about a 7 for me personally. Ooh, 5. Oh, that. You cut me. You grabbed a knife and you stabbed me. Oh, that's. Ooh, oh dear. Oh dear. But fair enough, man. Fair enough. Wait, sorry. Okay. I don't think I have any chips right now, do I? I haven't had a chance to get all of the get as many as I could for the cards just yet. I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god! I just mashed and I got that. That's so funny sometimes when you just accidentally trigger things, right? Like in that situation. I accidentally triggered that. That's fun. Yeah, the Slot Pro. It's better than the annoying slot thing that pops up in Frontiers. Ugh. They need to add an update to get rid of that. Or toggle that off or something. 'Cause that's really annoying. Like, really, truly. But I will say one thing. To go back to Sonic Frontiers real quick. I have a better appreciation for the supersonic boss fights, and I'll tell you why. Because um, there's a bit more freedom to the boss fights than I realized. The boss fights do feel very like parry heavy, but depending on what moves you have at the time, you can fight these boss fights creatively. And, you know, if you just want Sonic to just go all DBZ on him, then you want to try and get the counters off, because then he just goes all Dragon Ball Z. But I will say, Super Sonic has never been this good. That's one thing I will say about Final Fantasy Frontiers, is that, in my opinion, they nail Super Sonic. They nail it. They make you feel so powerful as Super Sonic, right? Like, they really do. They really do. You feel powerful as Super Sonic. It's great. It's absolutely great. And that is why I so badly wish there was like a replay mode for Super Sonic boss fights. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Let us replay the boss fights so we don't have to go through the entire game again. Please. Please. I would appreciate it, Sega. See, I hadn't even checked, like, I haven't, like, in terms of the Game Awards, I haven't even checked the lineup of, like, what companies are going to be there and such. Like, who's gonna turn up? I don't know. I haven't checked yet anyway. So, you know, at least, so, like, you have, like, a rough idea as to what to expect, right? So you're age 8. Okay. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be perfectly fine. I think I might have some HP chips to spare, potentially, if I want to, like, just shove them in. But I'll feel more comfortable once he's digivolved. I feel more comfortable, right? But we're doing all right. Since we've only got like 3 stats, so only really to worry about, I'll definitely say that's easier to manage. That's what I will say. Okay, I'll do that. I'm trying to think of what would really like get me hyped. Like what would just be like, oh, this is the best game of the Game Awards ever, like announcement. I don't know. I don't know what would do it. I feel like the obvious one probably would be Croc, right? Just because I feel like I'm the only one who defends that game, truly. But a new Dragon Quest. Well, Footloose. I think Dragon Quest 12 is in development, so that would probably be your new Dragon Quest game. I'm pretty sure. They announced, I think, Dragon Quest 12 like a while back, like maybe like last year or something. I don't think we've heard anything since the announcement. I don't think we know anything about it. I think it was just like a logo reveal or something. They're like, oh yeah, Dragon Quest 12's a thing. So, I mean, look, they do spin-offs all the time. They did what was it, the Treasures game or whatever, the spin-off to Dragon Quest 11 where you play as young Eric and his little sister from Dragon Quest 11. Also, Eric's like probably my favorite character in that game. He's just such a bro, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I like Eric. I like his character. I like his story. I like his background in that. You know, I feel bad about him and his sister. I don't know. And he's just really, I just think he's really fun to play, and he's ridiculous. When you get all of his skills and shit, like, dude is like a crit master. He is just ridiculous, and he destroys metal slimes. Eric is so good. Oh, we learned nice needle, nice. But yeah, like man, you know, like man. So, you know, they could do a spin-off. Wouldn't stop them. I don't know if it would get me hyped. I don't think I'd be like, oh, you know what? There was something I was thinking, right? Something crossed my mind, and unfortunately, I've completely forgotten what it was I was thinking. There was a game that popped up in my head, and I was like, if they did this, I think this would be like a big deal for me, and I've lost it. Bollocks! I've absolutely lost it. I've absolutely lost it. And I don't know if I've said this before, but I feel like, am I the only one who actually likes the the um the NPC girls more than the main character girls? Well, I don't mean any NPCs. I mean like the people you talk to in Dragon Quest 7 specifically. Like, what was it? The mermaid. She's called Shell, right? I think maybe, or trying to remember. Like I think she's sweet. And her story is actually quite sad. Queen Marina is just like fucking awesome. Fucking, I like Crystal Linda. I know she's a bad girl, but I also like Scarlet from Final Fantasy 7. She's a bad girl. Look, I have tastes, okay? I have tastes. And I even like the Queen. I like her as well. I know she doesn't really do much, but I like her. I like her design. And fucking Grandmaster Pang. I think she's my favorite. Like my favorite character. Maybe even above Eric. Like, well, Eric's my favorite party member for sure. But like, Grandmaster Pang is so fun. She's so fun. She's great. I love her. She's an absolute badass. She's great. Yes, I agree. Footloose. Jade was a disappointment. Jade was the character I was like, I feel like they were hyping her up, and I was like, give me an awesome martial artist because I love martial artists. Tifa is great. I love Tifa. And she's fucking incredible in Remake. Like, her character, the way she plays is super fun. Like, I can't wait to play as her again in Rebirth because I know she's gonna be amazing. I know it's gonna be amazing. And I was hoping that Jade was gonna be another like awesome, cool, badass woman who could just beat people up. And although yeah, she can sort of. I feel like the game doesn't really, like, she has like one moment at the beginning of her introduction where you have no idea who she is, and she's dominating that tournament, and everyone's like, who is this crazy girl? She's just beating everyone up without even trying. And just like, and then like, who's the old man that's with her? He's just standing there watching and smiling. And again, that was where I was like, oh, they're hyping this girl up. And then I just think they flatline, just went down. Like, they really tried to like set her up, and it's like, to me, it's like, I see like Bayonetta, and she doesn't disappoint, right? She doesn't disappoint. And that's why I love Bayonetta. Just the games and the character. Because she just does not disappoint. Whatever Bayonetta does, she fucking owns it. And that's what's one of the reasons why she's so great. Yeah, Jade. I really wanted to like her. I did. I really did, And that's a real shame. It's a real shame. I think that's it for now. Let me check. Oh, interesting. They don't want you to fight. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're good. Now we just need to buff everything else. Like speed and HP. Well, I mean, I say that. I hope that doesn't mean I'll get... Well, I've got to be careful. I hope that doesn't mean I shouldn't get Skullgreymon. I shouldn't do. I could always not save just to be safe. But I think we'll be alright. I don't know if I have any separate spaces to save or separate slots, just in case. Yeah. To go back to God of War Ragnarok real quick, there's a twist. There is a twist in this game. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'll just say there's a twist in this game, and I'd say it's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty damn good. There's a twist in that game, and it's pretty damn good. Um, yeah, yeah. That one thing I will say about the story is that there is a crazy twist in that game, and I'm like, oh shit! Like everyone got played. The entire like cast of people, right, that are aware of what or like they all got fit. They all got. Everyone gets fooled. There's a twist that no one was expecting, and that was it was. I think they nailed it. It was really good. It was a really good moment in the game where I'm just like, whoa, what? Like, damn, like. It's definitely going to be one of those twists where people are going to be playing it and they're going to be like, like they're going to be there. Some people are going to be confused. Some people are going to be like just in shock horror, like what? Like yeah, yeah, good game. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more. I think I enjoyed it more than the first one. I think. And it's hard to say where they're going to go next because I do know that it's the end of the Norse mythology, so they're not going to continue doing the Norse stuff. It would have to be something else entirely different. That's about all I can really say about that, It would have to be something completely different. So, I'm still trying to think of that game I was thinking that might like make me hyped for the Game Awards. And damn it, I had it and I lost it. I'm trying to think of like all the type of games I like to play and such. Like, I was like, it must be a game that I'm thinking. I was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh, but no, it wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh. Like a console game, not like another mobile game or something. No, not like Dragon Ball or anything. You never know. You might get another. Nah, probably not. I was gonna say you might get, depending if what Nintendo shows up. I might get another Zelda trailer, maybe. Probably not though. I'm looking at my. You can't see, but I'm looking at my. When I turn my head, I'm looking at my games collection, and I'm just trying to see if there's games here, or like if there's any games I'm thinking that like I want like another game from that series, right? Imagine it. Yeah, that's what we call a pipe dream, Footloose. I just don't think that will ever happen. I'd love it to, but I just can't see it ever happening. You know what I mean? I personally can't see it. Are you gonna digivolve yet? I have done everything correctly, right? Or is it just too soon? Maybe it might be too soon. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it should be correct. I think my weight is correct. Hmm. Maybe he just won't digivolve yet because it might be too early. Maybe around 11. Man, that's gonna bother me now. What I was thinking of, and I've completely lost it. I mean, I said that for Forbidden Memories, but the problem is that Forbidden Memories, I think, is a bit too outdated. Doors of Roses, you've at least got like effects and stuff, right? Um, that's the thing. Um, Even though it would sell for us, Footloose, would an old school Yu-Gi-Oh game really sell, or would they have to modernize it? You know what I mean? Would they have to add like synchros and shit? Like would they have to like well, see, the problem is, I suppose, if they add synchros, then it might just complicate things, and I don't even know. I don't even know if it would even work in Daughters of Roses. I don't know. That's the thing, you know, because Yu-Gi-Oh keeps constantly changing, right? It's one of those things where it's like, would that really work? I don't. Would that really sell? You know, because you don't want to change it up too much, otherwise it really isn't that game anymore, is it? Right? It's one thing to add more cards. Problem is that a lot of new cards also include new mechanics, right? So I don't know. It's tricky. It's tricky. You know, it's definitely tricky. What I would like, and it is Sonic related, is I'm still honestly I don't think it will happen. It's not gonna happen in the Game Awards, that's for sure. I'm still hoping for like Sonic Adventure to be remade. If I'm honest, I would still. I mean, it's hard to know whether Sega would do a good job, but I'm still rooting for it one day, maybe one day. It's not going to turn up at the Game Awards, of course, though. But you know what? There's again not related to what I was thinking, but I was just going over what I have said, and you know, I said about Spider-Man 2. We know nothing about that Wolverine game as well by Insomniac. Drop us a Spider-Man 2 trailer, drop us a Wolverine trailer, that'd be good. That'd be cool. We know nothing, like literally nothing about this Wolverine game, you know? We got nothing to go by, so seeing a bit of that would be nice, you know? Bit more of that, like actual, like maybe see some little bit of gameplay, see what Wolverine actually looks like, the character looks like, you know? You know, let's see if he just looks like Hugh Jackson. You know, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised considering they literally changed Spider-Man to Tom Holland. So, which I still think it's silly, but I guess they're trying to reach a. I guess they're just trying to cash in on the Tom Holland movies. But I still think it was stupid to do that personally. But that's just me. I don't know. That's just me. Well, I think it's only for the PS5 version anyway. I think it's still the regular face for the PS4 version. It doesn't look exactly like Tom Holland, but they clearly tried to make him look like Tom Holland on purpose. You can tell, right? Yeah, you're not digivolving yet, but maybe you'll digivolve tomorrow or something. Age 11, I feel like is probably might be the earliest for that. Man. Well, maybe. Well, I ain't got that much longer for the stream, but maybe I'll remember what I was thinking about towards the end. Maybe. I didn't have an issue with the face in the PS4 version. I think it was fine. I think it was well done, well animated and stuff. I think it looked fine, and then they changed it, and I'm like, why did you change it? Didn't need to be changed. What are you doing? Oh, there we go. There we go. We got him. Okay. I guess it was just like had to wait a bit. Eh? So we should get Mega Seedramon here because I'm pretty sure we're not on the requirements for Skull Greymon. Definitely not. I think we might need like way more MP for Skull Greymon. Give me my Mega Seedramon. Yeah, there he is. Good stuff. Yeah. Tamer, level up. I'm a veteran boy. Obviously. Oh, okay. Quite a few you can digivolve into. Well, I suppose Waymon could probably digivolve. Seedramon, obviously. Yeah, okay. Ooh. We got him. Good stuff. Alright. We gotta continue the training though we gotta buff our boy up. Not like that. That's quite unfortunate. Are you Data? I forget. Yeah, you are Data. Data. Alright, we need to give you some moves. Ice statue, no shit. Teardrop. Wish Needle, Winter Blast. Oh, okay. You can use Confuse, Storm, and Hurricane. That's interesting. Wind Cutter. Sure, I guess that'll do for now. I'm not even sure, really. Maybe I'll put Confuse Storm on for the lols, but I guess I'll leave it like that for now. Winter Blast. Winter Blast has a lot of MP, that's the only problem. It's good for group enemies, though. Damn it, what am I thinking of? I don't know if this was actually it, but I've thought about it. And for me personally, I really enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima. I would love for Sucker Punch to be like, we're working on a sequel. I don't know if they are. I don't know. I don't know if they've got any plans. I don't know if they were just thinking this is going to be one and done. But I really, really, really enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima. I like samurai-style games anyway, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the characters, the gameplay, the story. The environments were great. It's such a pretty PS4. It's one of the most prettiest PS4 games, for sure. I enjoyed that game from start to finish. I did. I really freaking enjoyed that game. I would love a Ghost of Tsushima 2. I mean, look, I want an Onimusha game, but if you're gonna give me Ghost of Tsushima 2 instead, I'll take what I can get. You know, I'll take what I can get. Alright, we can save now. Yay! Yay! I got my vaccine this Friday. My like seasonal vaccine. I'm eligible now apparently, so gonna hopefully get that done and out of the way. Ghost 2 will probably. I hope so, Footloose. I hope so. Did you ever play? Have you played Ghost Footloose? I don't know if you've ever mentioned if you've played Ghost. Or I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't even know if that's your type of game, or not. But no, I personally really enjoyed it, and I think it did really well. I think it did. I think it actually got good reviews and such. Like, a lot of people seem to like it. You know. Imagine we got a Pac-Man World 2 because we got Pac-Man World 1. I think a lot of people prefer Pac-Man World 2 overall as opposed to Pac-Man World 1. Okay. Yeah. Naturally, I would personally recommend it. I mean, if you like your action games, right? If you like cutting enemies down and such. It's really interesting because it really is two type of gameplay. It's the samurai gameplay and the ninja sort of assassin type of gameplay, and you can kind of pick and choose what you want to be. Even though the game clearly is trying to lead you more to becoming a ninja than anything, but you can still do samurai stuff, for sure. But that's the great thing about it, because the game has loadouts, so you can have like specialized armor specifically for when you're a samurai, specifically give yourself samurai related skills, and then like on a different loadout where it's all about being stealthy, you can have ninja skills to buff your ninja stuff. So it's great. It's great. You can choose your playstyle, right? Choose to be stealthy or choose to be samurai like and be honorable and cut everyone down and such, you know. And you're telling me like an Onimusha game on that scale wouldn't do well? If Ghost of Tsushima did well, why wouldn't Onimusha? You know? Why wouldn't it? You know? But we'll see. I feel like I've talked a lot about the Game Awards, and I probably haven't left much to talk about when we actually get there. But I got to talk about something in these streams when we're kind of just doing the same thing over and over again, and I don't really have as much time as I'd like to kind of like prepare something to chat about. That's why we kind of freestyle, you know. We go with the flow. That's kind of what we do here, trying to keep it chill, you know. Talk about anything and everything, really. Onimusha has been portrayed. It has. It has. I mean, technically, I think the last game was like some sort of mobile game or something that weren't very good, and it's like, man, this sucks. I mean, the thing is, right, something I've noticed is that there has been a lot of like sort of samurai slash sort of ninja styled games that are either out or coming out. There's even like, isn't there like one that's coming out in like 2024? Like, there's been a lot of them. So clearly, like, if people are making a lot of these games, there must be an appeal. There has to be. So I feel like if all these samurai games coming out, Onimusha would fit right in, right? You know, assuming Capcom doesn't fuck it up. You know, like, I guess this is the time, right? Get your samurai ninja games out here, right? Get them. Get them. I personally still think a potential, like, it would be pretty ambitious, but like maybe like a worldwide Onimusha game, whereas you play as different characters from different countries, and they're all different Onimushas. Like, it's not just Japan. Like, kind of like how in Onimusha 3, right, where they do the whole time travel mechanic, where like you have Jacques, the Frenchman, and he becomes a French Onimusha, alongside Samanusuke. I think it'd be cool if, like, you know, you had like someone British, and then like, you know, someone like a Greek one, like sort of like maybe like a Spartan, like Kratos with Onimusha powers or some shit. Like, I feel like that could be pretty crazy, you know. Get like a different Onimusha. Like, can you imagine like a Western cowboy Onimusha or some shit going out in the Wild West with like a whip and a gun? Which, now I think about it, was basically just shock, really. But you know what I mean. Like, and I know this would be like really old school, but like if they had like, you know, like medieval British knights, and like one of the knights with like the big clad armor was an Onimusha or something, I think that'd be cool. I feel like that'd be freaking cool. Like, that would be fucking awesome. I think that'd be crazy if you ask me. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool. They could just go wild with it. Like I say, just have different Onimushas from different countries. Like, the Genma are trying to take over the world, so the world has to fight back. And there's different Onimushas representing the countries, you know? Again, maybe a bit too ambitious, but like, in my head it sounds fun in practice, but whether it actually work, you know, whether it be actually practical or not, you know. Right? Cowboy Onimusha. You know? I mean, you already get like fighting games like Street Fighter that has lots of different fighters from different countries with their own style of fighting. And I guess it's kind of like that, but you just have them like have Onimusha gauntlet powers. But those gauntlet powers are obviously different for each character, right? They could even give you different weapons. You know, Samanusuke could, or someone from Japan could be like the sword guy, and then someone else could be like wielding like a spear, or someone else could be like wielding like a club or something like that. I don't know. Heck, bro, can you imagine if someone was like fucking siphoning people like the Grim Reaver? That, like, literally you can like you can literally steal like fucking Oni souls from Genmas with like a scythe weapon. Like, you know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Could go well. Not the biggest fan of Teardrop, but I guess that'll do for now. I'm not sure what other move I'd prefer. I know I could literally learn anything, so that's good. So what are we gonna do next? What are we gonna do on Friday? I'm trying to think. The most game coming. I don't know about it. I think you might give me a little bit too much credit, but you know. I guess you see, Footloose. It's easier to think of these things when you're not pressured in the gaming company and you have to get things done and you have to think about what's going to actually sell realistically, what people are actually going to want. When you just have your spare time and you're free and you're like, and also I don't have the issue of actually making the game or anything. I'm just spitting ideas, right? Just random stuff. Doesn't mean it will actually work, right? It's like, you can kind of have fun with it. I talked about how I hope that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth sort of implements the similar things to what Dragon Quest XI does with the pips or whatever they're called, the blue things. Those blue things that like they're kind of like psyching up in Dragon Quest VIII, where you get like special abilities. I think they should do that similarly to like in Final Fantasy Rebirth, where you can have like duo limit breaks, where like Tifa and Cloud can combine and do like limit breaks together, or like Aerith can like team up with Barret or Tifa or someone, and like Aerith gives you buffs. Aerith casts like a buff and buffs up Tifa, and that's her limit, and that's her limit break or some shit. Like I like taking like similar idea to Dragon Quest XI and plopping it over, but also because we're clearly going to have multiple characters in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, give us the Final Fantasy X mechanic where you can swap characters out in battle. Well, Dragon Quest XI does this as well, where you can swap the character out in battle and swap them back in. They need to do that. I don't know how it's going to work in an action battle system. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but if they can implement that somehow, I'm telling you. These are just little things I think about where I'm like, oh, if you apply this, take this here, and take this there, like, I was even thinking of like Tales of mechanics and different things like that. I was like, oh, the potential. And the thing is, the remake DLC gave us a bit of a sneak peek of a duo limit break. So that says to me that it might very well happen. I'm just saying, the possibilities. Things could get real. Bro, triple limit break at the same time? Triple limit break at the same time? Triple limit break? Like, just do a crazy combo with all the characters? Man. I mean, I'm just saying, like, a little bit too ambitious. Slow down there, Jay. Calm the fuck down. You can swap characters out of Dragon Quest XI? Yes, you can. Yeah. Because, you can only have 4 characters at once, so you get way more characters than 4. And you can swap them out in battle. Yeah, from what I gathered. Oh, also, hello, BGS. From what I gathered, you didn't get very far. So yeah, you spoilers, I suppose, but you get quite a few characters in that game. And yeah, you can swap out in battle. I think it does take up a turn to do it, but you can swap them out. It's like Final Fantasy X. You can swap them out. Which is really freaking helpful. You can that it adds a bit more tactic towards the turn-based gameplay. You don't have the character you want out, swap them out. You know? The only punishment is that it does take a turn to do so, but you can do it, right? And I think they should definitely do that for Rebirth, in my opinion. Whether they'll do that, I don't know. I hope they do something like that. No! Oh, I don't want that though. I did hear that the Game Awards is going to be shorter this year, which thank God if that's true. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, Jeff, but like I know I don't have to stay up, but don't get me hyped for something and then I'm not hyped and then I'm like I could have been asleep by now. You know, it's like. But if you don't have it so long, you're already keeping me up. If you don't have it so long, you know, I'd appreciate it. Just thinking. What's my... Right, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want more HP by the end of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, VGS. Like, I mean, the problem is that I was tired because I actually wanted to go to sleep, but also like it just wasn't very interesting to me personally. It did not appeal to me, and unfortunately, it's yet to really appeal to me. Like every now and again, you'll get like one, maybe two announcements. You know, like that one time where we had Sephiroth announced for Smash. That was a big deal. The Sonic movie 2, I think might have been even in the same Game Awards. That was a big deal. Because I definitely wasn't expecting that at the Game Awards, because it was still a movie. I think we even got Sonic Frontiers trailer in that as well. So, you know, sometimes, but then like 90% of everything else is just like first-person shooters and shit, and stuff that just don't appeal to me personally. Again, I'm sure there's people out there that are like, yes, another horror game. Yes, another first-person shooter. Yes, another sports game or something. I don't know. Yes, another not Overwatch, another not Fortnite, another PUBG or whatever fuck. But none of that stuff unfortunately appeals to me. It just so happens that my favorite franchise is my favorite type of genre when it comes to gaming feels like the type of genre that's just, I wouldn't say dead, but it's clearly not in an era where most people care, and that's platformers. I do believe that platformers are getting a resurgence. You know, Sonic and Mario are still trying to keep platformers alive. You know, we got that new Kirby game. That was something. You know, Crash did come back with Crash 4. You know, and there are a lot of indie games out there that are platformers. In terms of like big games, AAA, you don't really see it. That's why it feels like we have to rely on like indie developers and such, right? To get those types of games. You know. But I've got RPGs and such every now and again. You know. Yeah, it probably was. I think it was last year, VGS. I think it was last year that was it last year? Or was it the year before? I don't remember. One of the more recent game awards. Yeah, It Takes Two. Yeah, I never played that game because you have to. I'm pretty sure you have to play it with someone else. It's a co-op game. That game got a lot of praise. People are saying it's one of the best co-op games I've ever played. And it won. So I mean, good for the guy, because I don't know if it was I don't know if it was the dude's first game, but I've never heard of him before. So I wonder if he's like a new developer or something. I'm not 100% sure, but Yeah, he he seemed pretty happy that he won. So good for him. That hurt my Metroid Dread heart. Yeah, unfortunately, VGS. It would be an interesting day when a Nintendo game actually wins Game of the Year. Um, it'd be different, right? It'd be different. But hey, who knows? Clearly, Stray's going to win. Just for an upset, and just so everyone goes like, huh? The Cat Simulator won? Why is the Cat Simulator even up for Game of the Years? Don't question it. Don't question it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You love cats? You love cats. I'm actually a dog person, but you love cats? You love cats. Yeah. Perhaps that's what happened. They just bribed Jeff Keighley with cats. You know. And there you go. Where's my dog simulator? I mean, good dog simulator. Well, on that note, I'm going to end the stream. And I'm going to leave you with a slight, very, 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 very slight spoiler of God of War Ragnarok in relation to dogs. And I'll say that you can pet the wolf in God of War Ragnarok. Goodbye, God bless, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye! Thursday.